Hi people, how you doing? Right, today is Monday the 9th of October, coming up to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just chilling at the beach. So I haven't reported how my Ayahuasca ceremony went, so I'm going to do it now. I've been integrating, I did it on Saturday, so it's been a couple of days. I've been integrating. I've had a bit of a headache for a couple of days, but I know that I'm integrating, so I'm going to explain about my experience and how I see things now and how I see my life and where I'm at, because it's very, very, very interesting. So I was nervous, I'm not going to lie. I was nervous for about a month before I booked it, and then closer to the time I was, for a brief second I thought, am I going to do this or not? I've done this before, but and then I felt really calm, and then I felt really nervous before it, but it was truly probably the best ceremony I've ever had, ever. I was contemplating whether to have one glass or two. At the time, when I had the one and the window was open for another, I decided to leave it and just have that one glass, because I wanted to experience what it was like just to have that one glass, and I was going deeper and deeper anyway. So I've had two glasses before, as I explained on the retreat, the two ayahuasca ceremonies, and I was deep. Especially the first one was absolutely tripping off my balls. So about this experience, it was just right, because I wanted to experience what it was like to just have the one, and it was beautiful. The grandmother plant, as I say, she's very wise, and she'll give you what you need, not what you want. So she was showing me all these shapes in my mind, my geometrics. This is the time when you really get your pineal gland working, and I don't know what these symbols mean. I could see many of them, and I wasn't sick at all. I took the drink down. I was probably feeling rough about 10 minutes, a little bit sick. It is not the nicest drink, and I felt like she was in me and she was working with me, and I felt rough. I did feel rough, but not, sometimes it was, I felt okay, then sometimes I felt rough, but no puking. You also, at the beginning of the ceremony, you have rapé, which is tobacco grounded, and they snort it up your nose, so it grounds you. They do it before and after. So I'm really sensitive with that, and I basically cry because my eyes water, so I've got sensitive eyes anyway. But it grounds you. And it's like, it literally is a shot to the brain. Your brain tingles, and then when you take it, both nostrils, you have to leave it as long as possible, and then blow your nose. So I felt she was working through me and doing her thing, and I wouldn't say I was overly tripping, but I definitely was in and out in consciousness in different worlds. So a long time I've been searching for these allegories and the self-unity, and these things were coming into my life because I know I was searching for it, with regards to, the pineal gland. Our brain is the Solomon's temple, solar, moon, solo, mon. It's all self-explanatory. I'm trying to make it one, because I knew that was the goal for me, to be self-unity. Everything is reminded of one, and there are some people, unfortunately, in the New Age movement, in the Truth and Freedom movement, say this is all New Age. I really doubt it. I don't think it is. The words are truly beautiful. One is everywhere. Solo, alone, all one, alone. Monad. We are the monad, the individual unit of consciousness. There was another word I was thinking of one, like universe, uni, UNI, one, uni is one, union, uni one. It's everything You know, it's to bring it back home to you, and that's where I am in the journey. So I've been searching for the last couple of years for this thing, and in the ceremony, she told me, you found yourself unity. You just need to realise it, realize, yeah? You're searching for it, you don't need to search for it, it's already here. So, and I'm searching for it, and I remember doing a post beforehand because I was reflecting on the beach, saying that when I reach self-unity, the woman will appear, because everybody knows, you know, but I'm not desperate, you know. 2 years ago, year and a half ago, I was so desperate for a partner, I was so desperate in my life, and I was suffering, and you're never ever going to meet anyone or grow abundance in that state. You have to first know that you're abundant spiritually, and I am so abundant spiritually, and what I've been shown in life, you know, I live in a house share, and accidentally I moved into it was a funny story, I moved into the loft. But when you really think about it, the loft is the shape of a pyramid. And I didn't really realise that until the ceremony, And the chief cornerstone is the top of the pyramid, where Jesus is the top of the pyramid. It's not the foundation. I hope I got that right. And the top of the pyramid is the eye. So this is who we are, not the Illuminati. You know, they're not the Illuminati ones. You know, as I keep saying, there's not really a they. There is a they, but that is our karma. But they are us. But we are the illuminated one in the pineal gland, and the eye is up here, and this is what I've been searching for. But she showed me the grandmother plant. I don't need to search for it, it's already here. It's already here. And then it was very interesting because at the beginning people were talking about the war on Israel, and it's come up, you know, at the moment, and it's very important allegory, this, which is what I'm going to explain to you. It's a very important allegory. Israel is a very important allegory. We all know now it's Israel, and of course it's in the, you know, the news now that there's a group of people that have attacked Israel, and I'm seeing again people are supporting Israel. You know, it's all right. You want to support Israel, that's fine. You know, and forget about the Balfour Declaration and what they've done to Palestine, and you know, it's the pitying of, you know. But anyway, that's the conspiracy side of it. You know, we are Israel. Is Isis feminine, right brain, Ra, Egyptian sun god, masculine, left, El, Hebrew, God. Okay, we are scattered, and when we are scattered in this world, we are in adversary, we are the opposer. We will create absolute hell in the cerebellum. The cerebellum, bellum means war. We want to live, that's the lower brain, we want to live at the cerebrum. Brum is vessel. Cereal is the essence, it's the seed, right? And it's all to do with the crystal soil. This is what I've been searching for. So we want to live in the cerebrum, the higher brain, the battle of the pineal gland. The higher brain versus the cerebellum. And the Sistine Chapel has got that picture, I think it's called the Adam picture, where there's the brain, the higher brain, God coming in, saving the lower egoic brain. So Israel is the allegory, right? So this is the war, the left and the right brain. The left brain is the masculine, it's the solar moon, okay? Solar is the Christianity of the day, of today's. It's called the Christian solar cult, okay? The West. And remember, this is your dome, okay? So it's like, how do you do it? It's north, south, east, west. East is the Eastern cult, which is Islam, the biggest religion, and the Christianity being the biggest religion. Islam is the moon, Christianity is the solar. Thanks to Nathan Riddett on that bit, because he's done a presentation on natural law and brought it to my attention, and I was already knew the bit about Solomon's temple and breaking that down in my podcast. So that is the war, West versus East. Okay, that is the main war, isn't it? And the Middle East is the middle. Yeah. What do they fight about most in the Middle East? It's the oil. This is the allegory. Christos oil. So, and Israel, which is the seal of Solomon that is there. The seal of Solomon is if you think of the Star of David, which represents a star. So the upward pointing triangle, equilateral triangle, is a masculine. It's called the blade. The feminine is the opposite, going down. That's the cup. The cup has got the void, right? That's the chalice. When you bring these two together, it's the seal of Solomon. So it's here. Seal of Solomon is in Israel here. This is the allegory. We've been having a war with ourselves because our ancestors knew if we took care of our Solomon's temple, you know, you don't just casually have sex, you don't just eat shit, right? You clear it, you fast, you will get that unity, that self-unity, and things will become clearer. So I see life as a complete and utter allegory, okay? Allegory. I haven't figured out what the word allegory means yet, but I will do. But I know at the beginning it says all, and all is everything, which is one. Just need to research it a little bit more. But when you unplug from the Matrix, like I've unplugged from the Matrix 2017 March, that's the first stage. You know, that's the first stage. You unplug from the Matrix, you start eating clean food, good food, food from the earth, clean. You start fasting, you're cleaning your temple, and you grow your own food. You're getting a connection with the soil, you're getting a connection with the sun, you understand how the connectivity of it all works. And all of these allegories, Solomon's temple, neocortex, break down the word neocortex, neo one. Neo was the one, you are all little neos. Cortex, I won't go into that, I've done it into a podcast, but it literally means the yin and yang to the core of your being, the chi, right? Rooted in Greek alphabeta. Okay? So all of this stuff, esoteric knowledge, all coming to you is, you know, stages. You become that Christos oil. That Christos oil that was coming closer to me from being unplugged from the Matrix and doing all those things I've just said. Esoteric knowledge, searching for self-unity. So the Christos oil cannot come back up. So it starts in the brain, goes down in to the bottom of the spine, but it won't come back up. I won't go into it as deep. You can always get that. 33, Jesus died at 33 vertebrae. So the oil cannot come back up to the brain if you're too acidic in the body. It must be alkaline, period, regardless of what other people think. You know, and it's supposed to come back up in 3 days, and that's the other allegory of the sun on the 22nd, 23rd, 24th of December. It stops. So we haven't risen from the dead, and the crucifixion, ion, can't bother to break that word down, but it means the cross, yeah? I is in crucifixion, okay? Yeah, so it won't come back up, and you won't become one without that. And this is the allegory that I've been working on. And all of those things that I've described in each stage of my life is telling me that the Christos is on its way. It's on its way up into the brain. You're getting closer and you're getting closer and you're getting closer. Enlightenment, enlightened mind. I'm not saying I'm all there. I'm all humble about this. I'm not saying I'm all there, but the grandmother plant told me self-unity, you've already got it. So I will need to find a way to manifest time so I can work with the grandmother plant at home with my meditation, alkaline breathing, imagining. It's all an illusion outside. All these limitations that we actually have is all an illusion. So play it with it as a game. Imagine yourself loaded with money in your bank account. This is what I'm going to do, is work with it. This is not New Agey. This is, when I was in New Age, they never said any of this stuff. It was nothing like this. I've been searching for this stuff myself. So it's about doing the inner work. It's scary, I'm not going to lie to you, but the more you go deep, like the Apollo of Delphi, bloody fly. Know thyself and you will know the gods and universes within. Right. And I've done it. I've got it off my own back. And I know this is a bit of a long video, but it's really important. But I've done it off my own back. Right. And I've searched for it. Okay. For me, this is the way. This is, it's an allegory saying that Christos oil, all those things I've described, is coming back up. I just need to realise it. And in the ceremony, I really felt that my mind was I can see in my mind that I was the pyramid, and it was light. It was enlightenment. That I felt myself coming back to one. Yeah, and it's all about the heart. Universe, song, one song. We were all created by one song. Music come before words, and Om, soul, Om, on. The light needs to be turned on. On is an ancient Egyptian city before the Greeks took over and called it Heliopolis, which is the sun, city of the sun. And they thought that was the centre of creation. Centre of creation is here. Get your mind right. The centre of creation is in here. Heart, earth, right? Om is where the heart is. And the centre of the sound that is the centre of creation is Om. This is how we were made, right here. So it's about the heart. It's not. I don't think this is the seat of the soul. I do think this is the seat of the soul. But we need to marry them as one. And that's where I'm at, and that's the truth of it. I see everything as an allegory. If I notice that I live in the loft, in a pyramid form shape, for me, that's me being spiritually abundant. And you've got to realise these things, that allegories are everywhere showing you. I still find it not as easy to live in the moment. My mind does wander off, but I'm still integrating. Everything we need is in this present moment. It's where the gift is, because it was pre-sent. That's where the gift is. We can stay it and stay humble, stay on the path, and be shown. Everything comes from you. Everything comes from you. Everything comes from you. You're giving yourself gifts in multiple timelines, and they will come back to you. So if I want to be rich, I have to imagine myself being rich from here, and giving myself money, and it will come back to you in this. I'm working on it anyway, and the woman thing, it can only be done by self-unity, and I know that I've got that now, so I'm going to see how life takes me. Funny enough, my headache's gone now, which is great. So I'm just going to see where life takes me, finish my integration process. So that's my story, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't go on for too long. It's truly a remarkable story to come back to yourself, because this is what the grandmother plant does. At the moment, I don't even feel like I need to do another ceremony. Not really. I know what it's about. I get life now, and at the end of the ceremony, I really felt. It's starting to rain now. I really felt this immense joy for no reason, and that is it. That is the gift of life. And the music, the whole ceremony was more beautiful than ever. There were so many musicians there. Everybody was jumping and dancing at the end, because we see life as a true celebration of life. And that is the truth of it all, a true celebration of life. We are really literally changing this earth, right? And the allegories are there because of what's going on with Israel. We're fighting with ourselves, and that's going to continue to happen. As I explained, I'm not a supporter of Israel and what they've done, but I'm the supporter of Israel and the Holy Land being inside you and getting that with balance and harmony, right? That's what it's all about. But that outer world is showing you that we're still we're having a war with ourselves, okay? And Israel will completely do, we'll completely do this, unless we don't get balanced with ourselves. And that's the way that I see it, But life is truly beautiful when you come back to yourself, and this is what I've done. I've come back to myself, and I'm so grateful. Every moment I know that comes from me. Everything is a gift from me, because we are the whole universe. I don't know why people want to depower themselves and call this stuff New Age, because it isn't. It doesn't mean that we don't speak up about the corruption. I am going to get back into more of the corruption side of things, but not so much, because I want to still focus on myself and create the life that I want, create that foundation. I'm the foundation, the chief cornerstone is up here, I'm the foundation. I need to create my own security and not neglect myself in the process. Life is truly beautiful, and I'm a very lucky man, and Earth is a school, and there's people saying that it's not. It is a school. There's so much for you to learn. Allegories are sitting there right in front of your face, talking to you. It's just if you pay enough attention. Sometimes I don't. I get lost on the road where I'm staying at with my friend, because I didn't pay attention to where her house was, and I kept getting lost. But that's another lesson in life, because that was before the ceremony. So I still felt lost in life, because I was searching for that self-unity. I don't need to search for that self-unity, it's already here. And since then I haven't got lost. I've been going back to her home, my friend's home, no problem. It's, so these are allegories, and the world is inside you. It appears outside, but it's inside you, and those allegories are coming at you, these lessons, showing you what you need to learn, what you need to grow. It's always been you. I'm never gonna buy the notion, I'm sorry, but I'm never gonna buy the notions of entities and demons and Satan and Baal and Beelzebub and all of it. Not going to, because all of this stuff is our shadow selves that we need to integrate with ourselves, and they are our lessons. And I've realised that. And the grandmother plant has taken me to my darkest and darkest and darkest places, and I always wonder why does it have to be that way, where I'm literally coming out of this hell, but then I look back and now I think she's taken me to those places in the ceremonies before, and I look back and I think, what am I scared of now? There's nothing. I face my darkest side, and I don't see demons and entities. They don't come in these ceremonies. I don't know where people get them from. I really don't. It's the fear you create in your cerebellum. That's the war. Heaven, hell. We've never seen them. I mean, they've had stories and say it looks like that people were attacked by demons and stuff, but I honestly think that's releasing trauma. I've shaken, I've gone, no more, and it's coming out of you. I believe that you only need to do it once. I believe you only need to do these ceremonies and drink enough ayahuasca and do these ceremonies once. I have no need to go back to those dark places. Not at this time anyway. I'm going to see how life goes, but there's nothing to be scared of. Life is so beautiful, and this is where I'm coming from. And we've still got to change this world. We've still got to change it by becoming one and bringing peace and harmony onto this earth. But by doing this work, we're working with our ancestors and healing their pain, and vice versa, and they are us, we are them. And we are really changing the world by doing this work, I can guarantee you. You go right in, you can see the difference in life. So thanks for listening, that's my story, and we're really lucky, and we really are. I don't like to say the word blessed, be less. I say be more, always be more, because you are everything. So thanks for listening. I hope you're doing all great. I don't know if I've given my update on ayahuasca and Bufa. I think I did. It was truly beautiful experiences. So I have a chance to do Cambo again, because I wasn't 100% particularly happy with it, but I might leave it. I think I've done enough. I can do Cambo in England. I'm seeing more people doing this in England. The Cambo and the Ayahuasca. It can all be done in England. It's done underground, but I really feel if you're going to do the Ayahuasca and the Bufo, you come here and do it with the group that I've done it with, because it's beautiful. Cambo you can do in England. I know people, but I also know people do Ayahuasca. I don't know where people can do Bufo in England, but right, I'm going to go now. I'm going to enjoy my day in the sun. It's been amazing. Thank you very much for listening, and I'm doing some tours tomorrow, next 3 days. I'll keep you posted with them. Right, take care.